And this has us up to session 10 of our Star Wars game, the COVID edition. With
technically, haven't they all been run during COVID?
Yes, but this is when we're actually in lockdown again ourselves.
Oh, okay, yep.
We haven't been in lockdown very often in Canberra.
No, I think this is our second.
And I've been sick for most of the lockdown so far, so this is one of the first games where we've actually done it. So, in our little COVID bubble today here at the table, we have Stefan.
Hello, I am playing Katkia Sukbren, known as Kropf, which is the nickname we were given, or whatever it is, code name, blah blah blah. I am playing the bounty hunter survivalist who slightly helps Piper out with certain addictions. And
because Piper helps you out with certain addictions.
Maybe.
I don't know, casino and bar. They seem to coincide quite a lot.
We both have our reasons to, go hand in hand to a decent casino. And it seems to work out well, so yes. Lots of gambling, lots of interesting things.
I'm playing a true striker there.
And also Ariadna.
Human bounty hunter. I have long black hair with blue streaks. This is blonde hair with blue streaks. It's not quite the same. And I've forgotten all the rest of the stuff about me now. Yay.
You're a Mandalorian.
That's right. That'll work. We'll go with that. I'm a Mandalorian. Next person.
And online today, and by the way, that was Ariadna, even though I didn't get to introduce her beforehand.
Something dark side?
Yes.
That's okay. You're just a little quick on the mark.
I'm sitting up at the table.
I know, that's good.
Okay.
Thumbs up.
Yeah.
Okay, so online today, we'll start with David.
Today's the 24th.
Hello.
Yes.
I am David. I play the most evolved and superior character of the entire party. I play B1337, the B1 battle droid.
The latest battle droid there is.
Exactly right. And I'm not going to tell you anything else about B1 other than he is a B1.
And he has lots of jokes about clones.
Yeah. I'd tell you another clone joke, but they're all the same.
Next up, we have Dee.
Hi everybody, hope you're all doing well out there in YouTube land. I'm playing Vanna. She is a Mandalorian human bounty hunter. She's a gadgeteer. The de facto, supposedly leader. Okay, let's pop up bloody windows. Oops. This is being weird, but hey, it's okay. She is a leader class. She's just leader class, long brown, plaited hair. She's got a tattoo of the star ring on her left arm.
So I would also like to point out Dee that
the plan, but she always has it covered up just in case.
So
there's
Dee,
some nasty people trying to get her.
So Dee, to interrupt that again, I also want you to be careful about revealing lore that everyone else doesn't know yet. So you do like to tell people things that haven't actually been revealed in the plot yet. And Star Wing for the group doesn't have any connotations to a dragon. So
we're not aware of it yet.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's me as the GM saying, please be aware not to spoil for everyone surprises by showing your Star Wars lore, because it's part of the storyline as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
Discovery is part of the storyline. Is that right?
Yes, Discovery is part of the storyline. So actually telling everyone it's the equivalent of a murder mystery. If you tell everyone who the murderer is in the opening scene, it's no longer a murder mystery.
Gotcha.
And also,
Sorry.
But you have a cool tattoo.
you do have a cool tattoo.
She has a cool tattoo.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that is me being pointed about trying to reveal Star Wars lore when it's
Not relevant.
Not relevant, yes. Okay, and also your character is descendant of leadership and has the potential to be leader, but is not actually leader. So I need to point that out to you. You would like to be leader, but you still haven't actually been declared a leader of the group. So it's not trying to reprimand you. It's just making sure that you as a player understand that your character is in the position to become leader, but has to prove herself. And that's part of what everyone has to do, is prove that they are who they're meant to be. So that brings us to Kesley.
Hi, I'm playing Kayana. I started as the muscle of the group, ended up somehow becoming leader according to the bounty hunter's office, but she is slowly taking on some leadership traits, but still recognizes Vanna's potential to become leader. And yeah.
All right, some people are born to it, some people are thrust into it. And it's not always who wants to be or doesn't want to be, it's whoever's at there at the right time. And luckily, you're the one who turned in the first bounty by popular vote.
And then that makes me somehow the leader, but we're going to go with it.
Accidents do happen. And then we're up to the next person in that line, Mark.
Hi, I play Piper, the resident alcoholic. I'm also the encourager of Kiana's drinking habits that she just started recently, as well as the...
It is not a religion. You don't need to recruit others.
I didn't do it on purpose. She did it on her own means. Okay.
Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fun time, but
and also
no nonsense.
Also, still working out with his girlfriend, boyfriend with the local police force. So.
Oh come on! You held hands.
You really like Sergeant Fabio.
Yeah, Captain Fabio. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So
Lieutenant, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought he was Lieutenant.
I keep changing
No.
But he's actually Lieutenant.
If I want to get him annoyed, I call him Lieutenant. I just call him Captain otherwise.
Wait a second, Piper, we've held hands. What does that mean?
Well, we'll talk about that later.
Piper has free love.
This could be a polyamorous relationship. It's entirely valid.
It depends on how much alcohol she's given to how many people she loves.
That's right. Very true.
I think when it comes to alcohol, the love is for everybody.
As long as there's alcohol involved.
I'll hand over to Ross now.
So yes, and now we're over to Ross.
Yes, I am playing Khalid, who's being put into the assassin traineeship due to the fact that there's no longer any Beskar to make armor and weapons with.
Sad armorer.
I'm also now being tasked as the enforcer as well. So if a certain player gets black marked, well, he's already black marked, but advised that he's no longer feasible and to be terminated, which he's not too happy about.
Yes, well, considering he's already been you already have the go ahead to kill him. It's just that it's currently pending confirmation.
Kill her, thank you. Not kill him. It's okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, you're guilty before proven innocent.
I'll free myself from all this sort of accusations.
Could be worse. Okay, so we have you. Last session, you were traveling to the mountain ranges. I can actually get the details up so I can remember. Let's see if I actually have the right world open. Almost there. Mountain ranges, strangely called Smuggler's Strip. That covers the majority of the continent you're on, separating it from the other major city known as Dingbar. And you've come from the city of Elrood. So it is a very large continent. Almost looks like the size of Europe.
Wow.
So if I can actually get that in the light.
Do you need me to?
Well, there's the size of the continent. You can see a mountain range going across the top of it.
Help?
A little bit, yeah. And that's where you'll spend the last week in transit in a wheeled vehicle, while having only one of your number allowed to drive it.
Sorry guys, is anybody else not getting any video from Martin?
Okay.
No.
So,
I was able to see it. I don't know. Maybe because you're on mobile.
No. Yeah, no, it'll be from my end. That's all good.
okay, I'll turn my camera off and on again. And that should pop it through for you, David, does it?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Okay, so, and I'll show it to you again.
Do I need to do the light thing again?
You can see that at all, David?
Yeah, I've got everything. Thank you.
All good? See, it helps to fix those technical problems. Amazingly, turning on and off does actually help sometimes.
That's what one druid said to the other druid.
If only that worked for human bodies.
Yeah, if only it did. Okay, so yes, you've been traveling with the one person who got the accredited with the sector rangers.
Is that me?
Yeah.
Okay. Thought it was me. I'm like, how did I do that?
You got one. You increased your driving while working with them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yep.
That's right, because I only got accredited for heavy weapons.
Yeah, and I've been concentrating on just training, instead of being diverted to drinking and gambling.
Hey, I still got some training in.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, that's pretty impressive.
So as you, after a week travel, you do notice that most of your communication blacks out, and your sensors just turn to static.
I was driving visual.
Yes.
Well, it seems we're in the area now.
Most of the mountain range has been turned into a no man's land for technology. Which means you've got a droid who can't see anything with you.
Oh no!
He can't see at all?
It's all static to him.
That would suck.
He can still talk to everyone.
It's okay, I still have jokes.
Tell us one, Dr. Chuckles.
Piper, your childhood.
Wow.
Ouch.
That's a good one.
Hey, he's my childhood friend alone.
Dignity.
Oh, no, come on. Piper's kept her dignity.
Where?
That's the whole point.
Oh, hey, so, who amongst you is lookout while you've got your driver concentrating on the road?
Well, it can't be me because I'm driving.
Who's on lookout?
Yeah, because someone can...
Probably volunteer to look out.
Actually, it won't hurt to have multiple lookouts.
Yeah.
Please do not nominate the droid.
Look out.
I'll be also watch.
Yeah, I'll go watch as well.
I'm watching the droid.
So, I can say that Piper doesn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
That sounds good.
And so, what are our people who are on lookout? What are their skills?
Well, I'm skilled in perception.
How many ranks do you have in it?
I've got one rank in perception.
Hmm. And perception is which?
Cunning.
Cunning. So who's got the best cunning?
Ross.
Stefan's got the best cunning.
That is on lookout.
Khalid.
Oh, right, yes.
So that is that. So
That's
that'd be
Ross. Khalid.
Ross. So that'd be 3. So
No, it'd be 2, because I've only got a cunning of 2.
I thought you had cunning.
Who's got the
Is it Varna then?
I've got a cunning of 3.
Okay, so it was Varna. Sorry.
So is Varna on lookout as well?
Yeah, she did
Yes,
say
she
she was.
is.
Okay. So I am rolling the dice pool for you. So you should all be able to see it.
See it, yes, makes sense of it. I'm not so sure.
Okay, so
I didn't know better than
so technically you managed to get 3 successes. Oh, sorry, two successes and an advantage. So looking around while you're driving, you do manage to notice up in the mountains ahead as you're driving over the terrain what appears to be some sort of village. You can see the reflection of metal lights blinking and some thin trails of smoke.
Okay, so is this about the right area for the smugglers that I was advised, was told to go look for?
This is roughly the area you were told to go.
Yeah. Cool.
It's not an easy place to find, which is why it was 3 red dice.
Okay. That is good.
You think it's about an hour to drive to the location, and then you'd have to probably spend an hour climbing up the mountainside to get there.
Oh, lovely.
There's no way for the vehicle to go up that slope.
Yep.
Okay, so we'll lock down the vehicle with gear on our backs, up in single file.
I probably would suggest we may turn off Robo Nanny, so he doesn't hurt himself.
Yeah, and doesn't do a 3PO.
A blind 3PO.
Yeah.
Haven't we tried to turn him off before? And
You
then
have.
We didn't.
Okay, in that case, we'd probably have to shackle him.
Hey, I like this.
So, Piper suggests that she will shackle herself to the droid. Well, she regrets saying this, but she will. So.
Many childhood memories have resurfaced.
You know, you simply lead me. There's nothing wrong with my auditory sensors.
Do you want to borrow my manacles?
Yes, please, thank you.
You're going to carry the B1 droid up the mountain.
You don't need to carry me. I can make my way up there. You just need to guide me.
I'll just guide Dr. Chuckles and have the manacles ready if I need to.
Okay.
Keep in mind, I don't have that disgusting meat sack weakness of needing to rest.
And I'll make sure you have the key as well. I don't know if these use keys or not.
How rough is it on the way up?
It is climbing athletics rolls required to get up.
Okay, so I'm going to use my climbing gear to help.
That would help greatly.
I've got climbing gear as well.
And same here.
I've got athletics.
Not all of us have climbing gear though. Does that
Yeah,
mean
but that means we could split it between.
We did requisition it.
Where did I put it down? Yeah.
I don't think there was enough for everyone though.
No, I didn't let everyone go in, no. Oh, hang on, let me check last week. Did we all get climbing gear? I did write something down.
Yeah, I went through the entire gear, and this is what we requisitioned.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
requisition doesn't necessarily mean we get it. It just means we ask
That is
for it.
correct.
I trust Varna's leadership.
No, it could be Kyana.
I thought you actually had to buy it because the stuff you had to be certified to get the
That is also correct. Just because you can requisition whatever you like, but you only got given what you had shown you had qualified for.
Yeah, so we've got at least 3
Yeah,
sets of
fine,
climbing
so-
gear
so
minimum.
about this.
The ones that you had bought
Yeah,
previously.
That's what I'm saying. And I guess split between the party, that's like 2 to 3 people per gear.
About that, yes.
Yeah.
But
I imagine
the
that's quite
climbing
doable.
gear is basically harness and ropes, so it means that only 3 of us have harnesses.
Well, you can actually jerry-rig harnesses out of rope.
Yeah, I'd say we probably jerry-rigged spares.
It just means it won't be comfortable for 3 people. The droid doesn't care.
Bag's not it.
Yeah, but the droid's going to be tied to the back of Piper, like
Like a backpack.
Chewie did with C-3PO.
Now, I think you don't understand how big Dr. Chuckles is. Dr. Chuckles will be taller than Piper, I'm pretty
Just
sure.
cut his arms and legs
It's not
off.
really that. He's a little bit heavier than a
Don't they
regular
fold
B1
up into
droid.
backpacks?
Not by much.
Okay.
Normally they
Remember,
can. He
B1
can't.
droids are supposed to be able to fold up.
He originally he could until he got modified.
Yeah, because I'm only 6 foot.
Yeah, so he's now buff B1.
Yeah.
Well,
That's right. He's still like his physical dimensions as far as height and width are mostly the same. He's just a bit bulging in the torso.
So is when a B1 droid likes a battle droid.
so he looks like a pregnant
Yes,
B1 droid.
Just don't call him a BB1 droid, that's all. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, great. Basketball droid. Yeah, sure.
What do you mean that the Death Star and R2's love child?
Whoa. I don't exist. Do droids have ears? That's a good question.
That they all have microphones, so that is the equivalent of their ears.
Okay. Okay. I don't think I would be able to shut that one down because I don't know where all the microphones are. So, well, I will try to keep up with Dr. Chuckles as much as I can. So.
That or Dr. Chuckles is just basically tied to the end and we just drag him up.
I'm going to feel do the other way around, but yeah, okay.
And you'll probably say something like, "Oh well, this is a drag."
No, not even he would stoop so low.
Really?
Yep.
That's disappointing.
Not as disappointing as Piper's prospect.
Wow.
Ow.
That's not a bad name for a bar.
Yeah, that just,
Hello, welcome to Piper's prospect.
Okay.
Quite low.
So you
And so are the prices?
you work together. I'm assuming you have someone with skills in athletics.
I have one skill in athletics, guys.
I have 1 skill in athletics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I have a skill in athletics.
So you also have quite a few strong people amongst you, which does help. So that is the dice pool I'm using for you.
Sorry.
Okay, so looks like
Is that a despair?
no. Well, I can re-roll if you like and try to get one.
No, we're good.
Do not mention the D word.
We've got cupcakes in the fridge still, right?
Yep.
Okay.
We're looking for a bribe, are you?
Just in case.
Are you, oh, I see. Right. Okay.
So, amusingly, your one success also came with a triumph.
Oh.
Woo!
And apparently, with you working together, you find the easiest way up.
That was lucky.
And what should have taken you an hour only takes you about 40 minutes.
I hope someone's recording this, pal.
Recording won't work because this is a technique-free zone. All you're going to get is taping static.
Look like pen and paper. Does it not exist in Star Wars?
That they have, that's all digitized.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
it's the same when I was trying to get a old school spyglass. They don't exist here.
It's been so long since they've actually needed that level of technology that they don't make it anymore.
Right, okay. So when we get back, we're making our own pencils, okay?
And also, the level of
That's
craftsmanship required to polish glass and sand glass in that particular pattern would be huge.
Well, look at it this way: the closest you'll get to a pen is a stylus.
Yeah, probably.
Which means you better have a data pad to use it on.
Skill of
Don't we have a data pad
penmanship.
though?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's electronic, so we can't use it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so you can actually you just can't.
Can't we use it
you,
offline?
You just can't record. It just records static if it looks at
I
stuff.
thought this area cuts out all electronics.
It doesn't cut it.
No, it's only
Sensors.
visual sensory stuff.
Okay, well then we'll just record on the data pad then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just record the audio.
Okay, so yes, you manage to make it up there, and you find that there is about 20 odd little ramshackle buildings. There's about 5 Jawa staring down the cliff at you as you're climbing up. And that they don't throw anything at you on the way up, which is a good sign.
Well, I did tell them that I was hoping that their crane was telling them that I was coming.
Or we were coming.
Well, I was also given what I needed to greet them with.
You did it!
So, we're going to be giving them some martinis!
Martinis.
And you have no problems making it up to the top with... as you reach the top, you see that there are about 3 Trandashans with heavy rifles pointed in your direction.
Rifles.
Yeah.
The Jawas are pointing them at us?
No, 3
Three
Trandashans, which are the big scaly reptilian humanoids.
Yeah, do not get along with Wookiees.
Think creatures that look like they're from V.
Okay, good. Good to know. A little bit freaky, but sure.
I thought Georgia fans were
Just think living crocodile shoes.
fat people.
No, Trandashans
I
are
don't
the
think I would try to
crocodile-like
wear
design.
them right now, considering they're holding rifles at us.
And they're the size of Wookiees.
They're the size of Wookiees.
Yeah,
Wow.
they hunt Wookiees for sport.
Yeah,
They
wow.
are known as some of the galaxy's best hunters.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
We're screwed.
And they're basically holding rifles that are normally mounted on vehicles.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Go home.
Okay.
Hello?
And so we'll see who comes up first. I'll roll randomly. Because who knows who actually came up first. Okay, so it is... luckily, it is Vana is up first. Made it to the top first.
Okay.
So Vana, you're greeted by 5 Jawa and 3 heavy repeating blaster rifles in your direction.
Oh, thank you.
How would you like to make your final remark?
We have some things for you. Martinis or whatever it is.
You can actually see the Trandashans, and they have weapons pointed in your direction. Are you offering them martinis?
Obviously, I've got my hands up as to say, hey, I'm not a threat. And I say, we are looking for. Do we remember who the guy's name was that we're looking for?
Hopefully you do.
I probably have them on my notes here, so.
I don't think it's Hernandez.
Martin, I'll yell out the greeting code word that the other Jaws gave me.
Okay, so you yell out something from below, and you see the Jawas all waving at you.
We want a mini bomb.
So apparently they don't have a problem with you, but by the time you reach the top, you see that the 3 Trandashans still have their weapons pointed at you, at the group of you.
I don't know that you gave us a name, Martin, because I would have written it down when it says we get a fob to a smuggler operating in the East Mountains.
Isn't that our target, not our assistant?
Oh, okay. Well, we're given the name of an assistant, were we?
Contact.
Yeah, no.
Then that might be Hernandez.
This isn't the target area. This is the mob that can tell us where the target area is.
They're
Hernandez.
supposed to be our assassin's friend.
Hernandez.
Okay, so who wishes to speak for you towards the Trandashans? You've now all made it up to the top.
I'm just going to stare at the assassin.
Yeah, our assassin did talking.
So, Ross,
No.
Apparently you've been called it.
Okay.
It's your contact.
Xenology. How to be respectful for Transistans, but it's not showing weakness. Because I got the Jawas on my side. It's just that, what was it? Yeah. Having 4 heavy weapons pointed at me is not going to be too great.
Couldn't we just ask the Jawas to get their protectors to lower their weapons?
I'm not sure if they're...
So, are you asking are you asking Khalid this in front of the Jawas and the Trandashan? Because at this point you will be currently arguing on the cliff face in front of people with guns pointed at you.
No, actually, I'm more interested, is the Trandashans more of being basically pointing guns at the Jawas as well?
They're pointed at above the heads of the Jawas.
I'm just trying to work out if the Trandashans are actually friendly towards the Jawas or are actually here to rob them.
Okay, I'll give you a perception roll. What is your character's perception?
It's only 2, but I am trained in it.
Can we assist?
No, because that would mean you're currently discussing it again while beam blast is pointed at you.
Alright.
So, by the looks of things, you have 2 strain, and you cannot tell if they're with or against the Jawa.
Should we not just ask for for Hernandez?
I am waiting for Khalid, who has been declared the spokesperson, to actually make the first move here.
Okay, sorry.
Because otherwise, anyone else being suggestions is making it in game with their character.
All right, fair enough.
Because this is where we let the player actually get to do something.
Okay.
That's why I keep mentioning: are we arguing on the cliff face doing that? So, Ross, what are you doing here?
Okay. Hello. We coming here for causing you no harm. We're just here for information, and maybe it'd be beneficial for both of us that the information that we're seeking may help you in getting rid of some of your competitors.
Okay, so one of them, it says in very bad basic, we no want badges here.
Does that mean bounty hunters?
No,
You're unsure.
Rangers, because we're here on ranger business, not bounty hunter business.
So a quick glance behind you, you can see the Sector Ranger symbol quite clearly on top of your rover down the cliff face.
Oh, okay. Technically, we stole that.
So your character speaking up on that one?
Yes.
Okay. So that they sort of look at you. Two of the guns point towards you.
I'm just like, technically, we borrowed it.
Okay, so I will have your character make a roll to see how well you can make them believe you.
Do I have to have strength in anything particular?
I'm just getting that.
I do have presence.
Give me a moment while I actually get the skill sheet because of all the different games. So you'll be making a deception cunning roll.
Oh, okay.
So what is your deception? Do you have ranks in deception?
I don't think so. I think the only thing I've got is perception. Not perception, presence. No, I don't have anything in
And what is your level of cunning?
It's only 2.
Okay.
I don't think anyone can help me.
You can always try force die.
Can I try force die?
You can
or-
spend a force point.
I'm supposed to do that, am I?
You can, yes. Which gives me extra force points.
Hopefully you don't kill me later.
Okay, so apparently you don't succeed in making them believe you.
Oh.
You end up with force strain from the process,
Oh.
but something amazing happens.
They decide I'm their god?
What, do you really want them to decide that you're their god?
Well, as long
They
as
have
they worship
repossessed.
me.
They may not let you leave.
Oh, okay.
They may stuff you and mount you and worship you for the rest of their life.
No, I'd rather be worshipped in a way that won't end in my death. Could I just have... I don't know, do I get to choose?
You can choose, or you can leave it up to me.
Is it better to leave it up to you? I'm not very experienced.
If you can come up with something that will be amazing for the story, I have no problems. But if you leave it up to me, something plot-wise will happen.
I think something plot-wise would be more assistance to the group.
Okay.
One of the Transition is an old friend.
Yeah. Hey, I recognise you. We both trained together.
We've already got that. None of the Transitions believed her. And you see a Twilight step out from one of the buildings and call out to Khalid and say, about time you smelly human has managed to make it up here. So how much you offering for that broken down sector ranger thing you stole?
Nice.
That's also getting us back. Oh, how long on foot will that take us to get back to this?
3 months.
Oh.
Surely we'll be able to steal something else.
Out here.
Yeah,
Maybe.
Not that much comes up this way.
And
I might get something amazing again.
And the actual
They have headhunters out here.
the repayment plan for the vehicle will be quite steep.
Maybe they'll give us a lift back?
You want to go home and rethink your life.
Okay, so the Transitions shrug and lower their weapons, and you can hear one of them mumbling about how he wanted to mount one of their heads in his room.
Oh, great.
Would have made a great trophy.
Okay.
But wouldn't it be better to hunt instead of just point the weapon out and say,
That Twilight, is that the one that runs the judge store at the other place?
No, this guy you've never met before.
Okay.
what colour is he?
He,
Green. Sorry.
You want him to be green?
Oh, sorry. No. What colour is the Twilight? Sorry.
Twilight's can be any colour.
They
Yeah,
can be.
that's why I was asking.
I'll make him green because green was spoken.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't know we had to choose a colour.
Well, someone already spoke up.
Oh,
No, it was
damn.
very quick.
So yes, this green Twi'lek with blue stripes on his leku, which is what they used to call brain tails, is gesturing for you to come towards his shack.
Okay.
You see, it seems to be made out of crates, basically like big cargo containers. The walls of his shack.
I'd like to put my climbing gear away as I'm heading into the shack.
Okay, so you spend time untying the person you're with you, and then unstrapping everything.
Well, we'll need to get away from the cliff, I suspect.
Well, you could actually still walk while all that stuff is on.
Can we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So you spend time doing that. Is anyone else spending time doing that, or is someone heading over to talk to the guy who's gestured?
No, I'll head straight over if I can.
Well, undo the harness and then walk over.
Well,
Yeah,
you've
with
got
the Jawas around, we'll probably lose it.
I'm walking over. Viper's just walking over because she didn't have any clothing yet. So.
Same here.
Yeah, okay, so I'll pack it up as well.
Okay, so you got a couple of people packing up and a couple of people walking over. So as Piper walks over, he says, "You don't look like Khalid."
Yeah, she's coming. She's she's not as fit as
He.
me.
He looks at you and goes, "I think I've got the wrong people here."
He's sorry. I apologise. I realise there is one male in that group.
We just keep forgetting who's the bloke in our group.
It's a beard, we can't tell.
And while that's happening, can I off my hand and say, I'm Piper?
He shakes your hand and goes, "Oh, I've heard of you."
Uh-oh.
Really?
Yeah.
I had good things I heard.
Apparently, you're the person to speak to about black market Beskar.
What?
Black market and Beskar?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what that came up in any other conversation. Yeah.
Your reputation.
The
The family.
behind.
The family reputation. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, I say. So I'm not trying to put him offside right now. So.
Says, come in. I've drinks for everyone. I've met the famous Piper finally.
Something's weird here.
Me too. I'm thinking something weird too. But anyway, I'm going along with it.
Is there any reason why I couldn't just stand outside and watch?
You can stand outside and watch.
Okay, I just
And you've
look
got
out.
you got three Trandashans staring at you.
That's fine.
Well, two of them. One of them is moping and walking away.
I roll up my gear. Give them a nod of respect, but that's about it.
Okay.
They probably don't care about respect.
They probably don't, but that's the closest I'm going to get to getting in conversation with them at this stage.
And so who goes into the tent, into the hut-ish structure?
I will after I've packed up everything.
Yeah, I'll go in.
Kesley goes, or Kayana goes in.
Okay. So
Piper's already there.
So
three head in while two pack up and head in later.
I stand watch.
So we've got
What's the matter?
Kayana, Kadiaka, and Khalid in there. The three. Kadkia, yeah.
You're getting there. I'm not even rolling at the way Mr. Farm can roll.
And yes, when you step in there, this place is actually looking quite well appointed for a shack in the middle of nowhere.
What's up?
It seems to have some sort of little bar off to the side with what appears to be some sort of coffee machine brewing away.
Coffee machine?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
And
Wrong character.
No. All my characters are coffee focused.
you can see up on the wall behind
Something that runs that deep.
his little bar, a chest piece from Mandalorian armor.
He has Beskar?
That you don't know if it's Beskar or not.
Okay.
Mandalorians do have other metals besides that
Yes,
they
this
make
is
it
true.
from.
Yeah.
But it does look like a chest piece from Mandalorian armor. And he gestures for you to take a seat around a table where he's got some stacks of data pads.
Okey-doke. Best be polite, I say.
So he says, Piper, does this mean that you've got more of your Beskar for sale? It's been a while since I bought some.
Not at the moment. I'm just getting myself back on my feet. So really right now I'm just trying to get some money behind myself and then I can see what I can do.
Well, hey, look, I'll give you the same deal I did last time. It was 10,000 credits a bar.
I'm the only thing behind you.
And you did manage to deliver 20 bars.
Wow.
Wow. Now, I'm gonna. Is there such thing as a knowledge roll? I'm trying to remember this conversation originally.
Sure.
It's like, what do I roll for that kind of? I don't have any knowledge skills, but
Okay.
I've free opinion look at it.
I will make it a... I'll just make it a perception roll is a good roll to
Yep. So I've got 2 in perception and 2 in cunning.
So 2 ranks.
Yep, 2 ranks. I'm just trying to work out. Hang on, when did I do this? Because I do have alcoholic fade outs every so often. So.
Oh, you're very louder when I'm evil on you.
Okay, so you end up with 1 strain, but you can't remember the conversation.
I just try to go along with it, trying to get any information out as I talk to the.
What is intimidation under again?
Intimidation would be coercion.
Oh, it's coercion. Okay.
And he does talk about how he never actually met you in person. And it's nice to actually meet you in person. To be honest, he thought you were a guy.
Okay.
When did you receive this last shipment?
It would have been about a year ago. Maybe 2.
Can I just throw out something random that may or may not work? I'd like to kind of stand up and, as if still engrossed in the conversation, stand behind Piper and kind of put my hands on their shoulder and kind of look like I'm massaging, and then kind of make a brawl roll to kind of hurt them a little bit.
Why are you trying to hurt Piper?
Well, I'll be saying something if it works, but it might not work. I might injure my fingers.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you want to try to do a
massage,
Hoping to use a
intimidation
brawl
thing.
roll or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
What's your brawl rating?
I have brawn of 2. My brawl is 1.
Are you actually trying to hurt him, or you're trying to...
Not hurt him badly.
Just...
No, but I'm just saying, if you're trying to do a medical type attack, where you're just trying to put...
Pain?
Just a little bit of pressure.
Just pressure, not actual, damage. Just like.
Okay, so apparently you were not very good at even doing that sort of pressure, but you do feel better about it.
Okay, good. I feel better about it. That's fine. And while I'm doing it, I'll mention. Some would say that a Mandalorian's honor is attached to Beskar.
And I would turn my head and look in Katki's direction and going, yeah, she would think that, and I'll give you a look of like, I have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
Okay, then I'll go sit down again.
Okay, at which point Varna and Carl did walk in.
What do you have no idea about?
Glad I actually didn't hear that conversation.
I'm glad I didn't either.
We're just talking about, my previous travels kind of thing. Yeah. And I also give Varna a look that she's seen before that I have no idea what he's talking about because I might be drunk at the time. So yeah. So,
oh, right.
One of the, one of those times, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, okay. We're going to have a talk about this later.
Though he does use he does say you still use his access code, don't you? And he rattles off Piper's personal access code. It's basically like your secret password for getting into your clan systems.
Oof.
Great.
So
I just had identity theft.
Which everyone then hears.
Yeah, Piper's just going, okay, I know that only two people know that, myself and the droid.
Well, actually,
three people do.
As far as you knew, no one knew.
Oh, and a Twilight, yeah. And somebody who's four people now, somebody who's impersonated me. So somebody's been using my name in disrepute kind of thing. So I think to myself.
It's a sort of code that only you would know, not even the droid would know. It's basically your personal password into your clan systems that you would have set up about 10 years ago.
Well, this is before my parents' death, wasn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
And a bit hard to change the codes when you don't have access to the mainframe to change it on.
Understood. No, I'm getting all the information down because. And that was 1 year ago when I last came, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay.
It's 1 year ago when he received the last shipment of Beskar.
Okay.
Though he was quite surprised that it seemed to have been freshly made from whatever it came from.
What's this?
The Beskar he got. It being freshly turned into bars.
Okay. I feel a conspiracy against me right now, but I'm just keeping it to myself. But, I do hand over to Carly now to discuss what we're looking for at the moment. So here's my good friend Carly. He's got some questions to ask. So.
Oh yes, the guy who contacted the Jawas.
Yes.
And by the way, my name is Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Or at least that's the name I go by here. Always better to use a name other than your own. The guy who had it previously doesn't need it anymore.
Okay, so it's more of a title then.
Borrowed title?
Yeah. We're looking to probably help you get rid of one of your competitors.
Sure. And which competitor would that be?
Yeah. I can't remember the guy's name. Who was the guy that we're looking for again?
We weren't given a name. We get given a tracking fob. A smuggler operating in the East Mountains. That's all we've got. We need to bring the person leading them.
When we got into when we did the check with the computer and that, the pilot had a name.
Would it be Lieutenant Darvistrid? No, that's the person that Varna and Khalid spoke to.
There is Hernandez Harful Flip.
Is that our smuggler or our contact though?
I think Hernandez is our contact, so...
I think we were just given the direction of find the person in charge and
Charge
bring them
of
alive.
the smugglers in the East Mountains.
Do you know of anyone who uses headhunters?
Well, it depends on the sort of headhunter you're looking for. We do have a couple of Trandoshan who like to hunt heads. So technically they are headhunters.
Those fighters.
He looks at you with one of those sideline grins through the grins while he's mentioning that.
Sideways grin?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's being a dick.
Okay. So,
I've got an idea.
yep.
Because I've got a newly point in charm, I want to talk to Hernandez and say, look, I was going to bring some shipments up to you recently, but there's a guy that's been causing some grief for me with some of my shipments, and he's been actually stole one of my shipments recently. Because I didn't get a name down for this guy either. All got is the fob, according to my
Yeah, same here. And I would have written a name down if we'd been given one.
Said, I want to continue our relationship better, but I need to find out who's been causing some grievous to my deliveries. So, and I try to explain what's happened, kind of thing, without putting names to it and things like that. But I said, I know, and I say, look, you and I know each other well, but I feel there's somebody else here that's trying to come into our arrangement here.
Well, he says he knows exactly who you need to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
He goes by the name of Montcurl.
Oh, that's the guy that we were... Oh, isn't that the ranger? What the...
Yeah, he's been... he has a reputation for shooting down smugglers. They really interfere with the whole operation we got going here. So if you get rid of him, you should be able to get in more of your shipments.
This is more localized, though, isn't it? I'm not there, though. Sorry.
Oh, yes, I know about Montford. Was it Montford, isn't it? Montford?
Montcurl.
Montcurl. Yeah, but there's somebody else that's been doing something outside of him, because I know what he's like, and trust me, I know he's not the best, easiest person to deal with in the past. So, but there's a new guy out here that's been causing some other grief around the place. So, I would like to remove that so we can have our regular dealings a bit more often. And I'm trying to see if I can get any more information about any other new guy that's out here that he knows about that he's not happy with or something.
Oh, he likes to keep abreast of what's happening. If there's this new guy, he might be on the actual landing strip further up the mountain.
Oh, really? Okay.
Though it's not something you really want to go up to unless you have the right connections. They tend to shoot first and talk later. Well, more shoot first, loot later.
Okay. I still would like to. I feel that he's causing some grievance between you and me. I'm not sure how much you've had problems with him in the past. These people up there, or have you? What's your recent dealings with them? They've been causing me some grief down in near the city.
Well, we did have a weapon shipment go missing recently, but couldn't really do much about what happened to it.
Do you want it back? I'll pass it. We'll get it back.
That's okay. Bit hard for that considering the Empire's got it.
Oh, okay.
Don't particularly want to go up against them at the moment.
No,
Fair
they're
point.
definitely very busy in the city at the moment, I have to admit. So, and I crack a joke. They even tried to recruit me, of all people. Trying to take a laugh there, kind of thing.
From what I heard, that you actually do work with them.
Only to suit our own ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the poster girl.
Don't you actually have a the ace medal from flying in their squadrons?
Really?
Yeah, your reputation is you've actually managed to qualify quite highly in the Imperial Academy, and in your first mission managed to get qualified as an ace.
Have we been in the Imperial Academy?
No.
No. Somebody's impersonating me.
Okay.
This is probably
But as I said, I'm just going.
Imperial lovers,
Yeah, look, I don't usually try to tell people about that one, but looks like you've got some of my inside goss there.
It's one of your opening lines.
Oh, yeah, I don't use it as much as I used to these days. It's like, it was good to start kicking off the business kind of thing, but yeah, some people don't like that kind of Imperial kind of mumbo-jumbo sometimes, so, but hey, we're all ends to a means anyway, but yeah, these people up in the landing strip, is there anyone I need to talk to up there to smooth things over at all?
He says, well, I could probably put a word in depending on how much moving you can give me.
Money. No,
I said, yeah. And I'm I'm looking at other people in the other going, hey, come on, step in here. I'm kind of running out of ideas here. But
I was going to say, well, if we take this guy, then wouldn't it be interesting for you to move up in the world?
Well, I don't want to go too high up because I enjoy the view where I am.
Or, as in...
You could move someone that is more amenable to what you're doing up there.
Well, not everyone really wants to be the,
the new
figurehead.
block.
The figurehead is not the best position to be, he says.
Fair point. What does that sound?
I believe that is...
Is that a cat?
now there's a truck outside.
Oh, okay.
Not my place, but Dee's place.
Okay.
What's the name of?
Okay, well, I still would like to meet these people, and I can work if I can get a better working relationship with them. We might be able to see if we can resource a future business out.
Well,
I can't go anything because I haven't met these people yet and see what they're like yet. Because if they're not going to deal with how I deal with things, they might have some issues with them. I'm not sure.
Well, how about if you give me the specs for their Imperial's latest fighter they've been working on, like I've been asking for the last few years, and I'll introduce you to the right people.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's been a hard thing to get. Not as easy as I thought it was going to be.
Well, you're apparently working on the prototype, so how hard could it be?
It's
security,
usual stuff. The usual people. Especially these new admirals that come through. I think they don't want to tell anyone about stuff.
But you were head of security of the project. How hard could it be to steal the data?
What the fuck?
Are you sure you're the Piper I've been talking to?
Yeah. I just don't want to, I try to keep myself in a low profile these days. But I'm not, that's fair. I've had some difficulties dealing with certain people higher up than me, which has caused me a bit of grief. They've been watching me a bit like a hawk recently. So that's why I'm trying to get away for a little bit as well.
So is that why you stole a Sector Ranger vehicle?
Hey, I was just having a bit of fun.
Borrowed.
Yeah. We.
So does this mean you've been sideways transferred to the Sector Rangers for security reasons?
Yes.
Nah.
You can't give him the plans. I'm outside. I'm shutting up.
You know how there's Imperial politics. A certain rival pilot has basically sabotaged Piper and he doesn't want to talk about it and basically shoved her off the project. It's internal Imperial politics that Piper doesn't like to get. She's too embarrassed about it.
I turn away and look angry. So, yeah.
Hey, I've still got a few contacts in ISB. I can have that person taken out.
She has a lot of contacts in ISB as well.
Then why haven't you had them taken out?
Oh, for fuck.
No. The rival has high contacts.
Then you find out who's got the best contacts. You're the one left standing.
Yeah, Piper doesn't.
Are you sure you want to be admitting that in front of the Twi'lek?
Piper says, look, I don't want to talk about this, I'm just walk outside kind of thing, because I get it, show that I'm angry about it all thing, so.
Obviously,
call the Imperial security breach.
Obviously, Piper's fallen far from grace.
Yeah, I'll walk out the front of the actual place now.
Strategically, that's not good for us, right?
I'm standing next to Thea outside, looking grumpy, pretending to be grumpy, so.
So, turns back to Carl and says, why are you working with the famous Piper?
It's a long story, and I don't really have the time to tell you about it.
Maybe next time. So, what are you offering for your introductions?
I only have 162 credits. I don't think that's enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Jawas didn't actually tell me that I'll be dealing with you, so I was expecting to deal with Jawas.
How about control of higher up? You know, you decide what goes on.
What about new contacts?
What sort of contacts are we talking about here?
Contacts that might be able to eventually lead to you getting those plans that we can't get to because of the sideways movement of Piper.
Well, that sounds intriguing.
Well, I would... Alright, fuck it. I'll do my best to get the plans to you.
That would be great. But that's a long-term plan. What are you going to do for me short-term?
Well, what I was going to offer with the Jawas was one of the headhunters that we would have liberated from your
Wait a minute.
Your competitor?
I object. That's a long-term thing. That is what I'm offering. Because my life is going down for that. So that should be good enough.
Yes, he says, but he would be giving you something...
Call it an investment. You know about investments.
But unfortunately, you're outside.
Fuck.
So...
Could someone else do some negotiating here?
Wouldn't it be wise getting control of the upper platform? That way you've got a secure way of getting things in.
He just said he doesn't want control of the upper platform because he doesn't want to be a figurehead. He likes where he is now.
How about friends in the sector ranges who can bring stuff in for him?
Well, apparently he already has one who's just walked out. He's been working with him, well, her. Been thinking of him for so long now, it's just so weird knowing it's a her. Very, very well hiding it, he says. But known her for years.
Well, you wouldn't want to lose that contact? I'm not there.
So what can you offer that the famous Piper can't?
More contacts? I'm still not there.
Yeah.
I should just leave the room, right?
Yeah, I left the room too. Piper's walked outside trying to show you like she's...
No, I should literally leave the room because it is really tough hearing this conversation and not able to do anything.
I would say his life, but I probably don't want to say that because I'd probably end up on the floor dead.
Oh, you got 4 heavily armed Trandashans within shouting distance.
3. Don't add one we don't need.
Well, 3 is still 3 too many.
Yeah, 3 is enough. That's why I'm like, don't add another one.
Because don't those actually have rapid fire?
They do.
Probably.
And I believe the damage starts at 12.
Shit.
Okay, Piper walks back in after having an angry tantrum. And I go, okay. Is it Hansy? Yeah.
Hernandez.
He says he's calling himself Hernandez for the moment.
I'm going to write this down properly. Hernandez.
So you're finishing having your hissy fit?
Yeah, I'm just pissed off with my current situation. It's annoying the crap out of me. Of all people working at Section Raiders, Piper, the great Piper, I don't know. Anyway, so, okay. You want something out of this? And I said, yes, I know I've been trying to get you those plans for ages. Is there something else I can do for you in the short term that'll help you out?
Well, you were promising some other security codes for some Mandalorian Clan you stole some data from. How about some of those?
Piper, what the hell do you get up to?
Piper doesn't know yet because Piper hasn't met the guy she's going to kill. So.
Yeah, okay.
Piper's doing right and again, yeah. Oh, this guy is growing her teeth going, Yeah, I did. Yeah, I suppose I can see what I can do in that situation. But yeah, okay. I'll see what I can do. Like I said, that might be a little bit easier than going through the Imperial stuff at the moment with that bloody stupid bastard other security person in there. But I'm sure we can work something out.
And do you still want me to send you stuff via your last location?
No.
No, I wouldn't mind if you and I'm thinking now, does the droid have any sort of communication thing on it at all? Because I've got an access code for myself, but can I use the droid as like a communication point in any sort of way?
Not really.
No? Oh, okay.
Because he says his last contact with you was on Iriadu.
Iriadu?
Yep. Eriadu. One of the major hubs of the Outer Rim.
Outer Rim.
Okay.
So that's Piper's imposter's contact.
Anyone trained in Outer
Hey
Rim?
Martin, is Eriadu in canon at all?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I thought I'd heard of it before.
That's why I said it is a major hub.
Yeah, because I'm thinking to myself now, man, that I don't have any a contact point, but outside the where I train at, and another place would be the place that we're staying at back in the city.
Give you a point of reference is if you can see on the map there, you've got the Elrood area. Iriadu is right where two of the major hyperspace lanes cross.
Yes.
So it's not a minor place. It is one of the biggest places in the Outer Rim.
Okay. Okay.
So a lot of Imperials there.
Pretty much, yeah.
Actually, it's not a major Imperial hub.
Okay. Is that near Hut Space?
No any hut space at all.
Okay.
Can I give the Twi'lek my local location where our barracks are? Not at the actual training centre, but back in the city.
Yep,
as a point of contact.
You can give him that.
Yeah. So this is my local contact for the time being. We can have a further chat in the future around that if you want.
He says, and did you still want the starship parts that he was sourcing for you?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, look, keep doing that. Yeah, I'm looking to, I've got a few things in my backhand I've been trying to work out, so I'm definitely still interested in that. So.
Water, me.
Starship parts, she's bloody.
Out of my depth.
Piper's been very busy. Boyfriends, starship parts, impersonating bloody fighter pilots.
Can I just pipe in, Badum-tish?
Yep.
You can.
You can pipe her in.
Please.
Yeah. Please, Piper, please.
Because I have 2 in trained piloting, I'm assuming I know ship parts and stuff. Mm-hmm. Can I mention a couple of ship parts and kind of go to Piper? Were you talking about the such and such a part? And then I'll turn to the person and go, or was it, which part was this? Because they were asking for to give a couple of parts.
So what it seems he's coming up with modifications to hyperdrive parts that basically increase the speed of a hyperdrive.
Right, hyperdrive parts. Okay, all right.
Illegal hyperdrive modifications.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
So he's trying to increase these hyperdrive so he can smuggle stuff quicker.
Yeah.
But it's the sort of stuff that you can't buy legally, and military also can't build most of it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, it's good to know at least. Well, at least what the specific parts were. Cool.
And he was also paying for information relating to strange crystals as well.
Strange crystals?
Yeah.
Not lightsaber crystals.
What's a lightsaber crystal, he says?
I'm outside anyway.
Can you give me a description of the crystals at all? Does he just say are there any colour or anything like that? Or?
Well, he says you're the one who are paying for rumours of strange crystals.
Sorry, I thought he was asking. I apologize, man. Sorry.
Piper, are you into those healing crystal things again?
Hey, just settle down. What I do in my personal time.
Master, how many times do I have to tell you? Crystals have no true healing properties.
Keep it quiet, Drew, I say. Hey.
I'll draw it again, see what happens.
That looks really good.
Great.
Yeah.
Piper's playing Marco Polo with the droid.
I know. But, okay, so...
First to have a vibrator knife.
This sounds like it's escalating into something.
Yeah.
Well, he's not going to shoot you because he ends up shooting all of us.
Okay, what about that contact you're going to pass me on to up there? I want to get rolling on this.
Okay, so how about he'll throw get you your favourite drink, and he'll get on the call and get back to you in a little bit while you're enjoying your favourite beverage.
We can't exactly force the issue.
Well, Piper's here and that's free alcohol.
Yeah.
Really.
I'm not in there. I can't help.
You can't help, so unless anyone's going to stop you right now, I'm going to say, yeah, sure.
Oh, come on.
Which beverage is it this time, Piper?
It's not the pink fluffy one again.
What happens if it's poisoned?
The one with the little umbrella things.
Master, do not drink or I will make your life a living hell.
Thank you.
Yeah, they don't laugh at the truth going. Yeah, they don't like my drinking. They can't keep up with me anymore, these people. So.
Well, he says, "Well, you've given up coffee now."
Oh no! They for some reason they want to stick me on. They want to eat me healthy or some stupid thing like that. But yeah, give me a coffee. That'll be fine.
But wasn't that your favourite drink?
Yeah, coffee's my favourite drink. Yeah, I have coffee. So.
And any liquid in a cup is his favourite drink.
Hey.
Blood pressure. Coffee increases blood pressure.
Hey, you drink once with a heart, you get a reputation. That's
So he gets you a nice mug, puts it in front of you, and goes into a back room. What do you do while he's left the room?
Inspect the Mandalorian armor.
Okay.
With my terrible perception skill.
What is your perception?
I have none. But I have a cunning of 4.
I don't have any either, so I can't help you.
Is it actually Beskar or not?
That's what I want to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll be assisting him.
And you got 1 in perception or 2 in perception?
I've got 1 in perception. But yeah.
Okay, so you're assisting?
I'm outside.
Yeah.
I'm happy for assistance.
The two of you start looking at it. What's everyone else? Everyone else can tell me what they're doing while those two are examining it.
Does it actually have a clan emblem on it?
That's what they're examining.
Piper still just having a sniff of the coffee to see if it is actually coffee or is it something else.
It is coffee. It doesn't smell appetizing at all.
I'm just gonna look around the room, see if he's got any files open and any information on Beskar.
Okay, so you start going through the data pads on the table?
If I can, yes.
Okay, yes, you start picking them up. What is your... first we'll do what the other guys are doing. So we've got the two looking at the armour. Looking at the armour, you do see that it is armour from Clan Starwing.
Yeah, okay.
It is not made out of Beskar, though.
Okay.
And it looks like some of the armour that used to hang in the clan hall.
So basically the stuff that was on the ship that went down.
Interesting.
That this wouldn't be something that would have prioritised taking. This would have been something that was actually left behind on the clan wall.
Oh, okay. So it was ornamental, not
Not functional.
not worth it.
Wait,
Not worth
it could have
it.
been like old Mandalorian armor that.
No. If it was old stuff, that would have gone with it. It would not have been classed as ornamental. It'd be
Old as in, generations of generations of generations, which is the armor's not worth much anymore because it doesn't do much, but it's still nice to look at.
It's the sort of thing they would take if they had room in time, but not the thing that they would prioritize as needing in the first shipment.
Yeah.
So basically, it's sentimental.
So then we have our tech person looking at data pads that are encrypted.
And wave the camera.
Yeah. Okay, I have 4 in intelligence. As in, I have an intelligence of 4.
I was going to say that I help, but I don't think I have anything that can help with this.
It would be computer use.
Can I flip a destiny?
Sorry, what are you doing again for a sec?
He's hacking into data pads that belong to the a host.
I thought he said.
Is B1 near him?
He is.
Wait, hang on. You're hacking it? Sorry, you're doing some computing?
Yes. Do you have something I can hook you up to?
Oh no, just pass it over here.
Okay, I'll pass it over.
So David, you do the hack for him?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Does he download a virus onto himself?
Oh no, there was a thing that happened on him anytime he actually rolled that symbol.
Oh yeah, we going down?
Yes, you've actually hit number 6.
Is he going to go Nova?
Yep.
Oh wow.
So.
No, Martin, he doesn't. If you don't mind, he does not react because this is not the place.
Especially when you can't see the targets.
Precisely.
Okay, but you are in assassin mode.
Cool.
Which means you actually successfully identify the data and realize that it implicates you as an assassin droid.
Unfortunately, hang on, wait.
Meatbags, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, the data is not present.
Hey,
You sound a bit weird.
can I put a perception check on that one?
You can. I don't think you have a great perception, though.
I got a perception of 2. So.
Yeah, actually, Mike's got great perception.
I think actually. I was telling him before on Facebook, I said, yeah, I've got perception 2 for the character. So I've been holding on to that one before.
Okay, so apparently, yes, you do notice he does have a strange voice, but you lose 2 strain because of it.
Oh, I'm not looking good as well. So that's
Thanks for
Might have
carrying
been poisoned.
with me, Zach.
What was that?
That's probably being poisoned.
No, they've activated assassin droid mode.
In
Droid.
B1337.
Yep. Droids, because they're coming to kill us.
Can the droid actually kill anything right now?
He's chosen to hold off until he can see again.
Okay. Oh, this helps.
Does it though?
Okay, so yes, apparently the data pads provided no useful information.
Piper just goes back to sipping a coffee.
It's a very nice coffee. It has a strange remembrance of home. I will give you a intellect check to see if you can figure out what it reminds you of.
I'll get intellect in 3, Martin.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's see. That is actually a success.
What? For Piper?
Yep. But you do take another 2 strain.
I'm down to 4 strain, by the way.
You recognise the person who every morning would drink this as their morning drink. Where's your older brother?
Oh.
What's his favourite drink?
I'm feeling like very hobo. Oh.
He's also the one who helped you choose your password for the clan.
Things are clicking for me right now. I'm just keeping this to myself right now. I need to be away when I have to talk to B1 and go, we need to find my brother.
He also helped program B1 for you.
Mm-hmm.
Does that mean she remembers anything about programming B1?
The older brother did most of the work.
No.
Can I give my older brother a name?
You can.
Kevin.
Not Barry.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, not Bruce is in my game so far.
So your nemesis of the story is Barry.
Barry.
Congratulations.
I'm having a coffee.
Did you notice how he slid in Nemesis?
Yeah, no. I drink my coffee, then I put it down for a second. I just stare out in there and go, Barry. And I go, yeah, that's all I say. I don't say anything else. And I just go back to my coffee and go, alright, okay. Because he was one of the ones I thought was captured, wasn't he? Is that right?
He was apparently the pilot on the ship that blew up.
Barry. Okay.
Yeah, so as far as you know, he's been dead the entire time.
Mm-hmm. B1 and I'm going to have a chat after we get out of here, so we'll find out a bit more details about Barry.
Yes. Sad.
And then the Twilight comes back into the room.
Everyone quickly turns around and starts whistling. I'm joking.
But we did hear a whistle as Stefan walked past.
I'm so sorry, that was perfect though.
And so, yes, he's managed to get you clearance up to the landing field if that's what you need.
Yes, please. Thanks for Hernandez.
Well, today I'm Hernandez. Tomorrow I'll probably be someone else.
Mm. So, yes, okay. Well, I'll just look at what's the time of day at the moment when we walked in? Was it pretty late or was it all?
Probably about midday.
Can I ask Hernandez how far up is the landing pad from here? Is it a couple of hour walk or?
It depends on if you'd like to walk. It's probably about 2 to 3 days.
I feel us coming in a stolen sector ranger vehicles too. So, is there any other transport that might get us up there quicker at all?
Oh, you could always ask the Jawas for a lift.
Are we leaving the Ranger where the Jawas can take it apart in 2.5 seconds?
Well, us taking that up to the landing pad where people are scared of the Rangers.
You wouldn't be able to take the vehicle up that high. There are no roads.
Yeah. Or we have to leave somebody back to look after the vehicle.
Considering it'd take us 3 months to walk back otherwise, that might be worthwhile doing.
Being the mighty piper, I have to go up. Just put it out there.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I can stay behind if you like.
What if I'm assuming this Hendry or whatever his name is,
Hernandez,
has a sway with. Oh god, I'm going too fast.
What are those vegetables?
Imaginary.
He might
They
have
don't
followed
actually
the Jaws. Actually, I'm just going to go back and have a look to see if it's still in one piece.
You stand on the edge of the cliff and look down, and there's about 3 Jawas down there right now.
Ah, shit.
Wasn't I looking out though?
You were, but you're standing guard outside of unless you're standing on the cliff looking down at the ship. You said you were standing guard outside the building.
I was being a general lookout. I thought I could still see our ranger.
I'll give you a perception roll.
Okay.
That would probably be 2 green, unless you've got any ranks in perception.
I think I got 1. Yeah, I got 1.
Okay, let's see. One of those, and one of those. Those 2. Okay, so yes, apparently you didn't notice them get there.
Okay.
But they haven't actually touched it yet.
Okay. Can I make my way down there? Since I'm going to stand by it anyway and guard
You
it.
can start rappelling down.
Yep. Do the Jawas notice me?
The thing is, can you speak? What was it? It's bocce, isn't it, for Jawas, isn't it?
No, but I'm pretty sure they speak Blaster.
Yeah, that's not going to work. So it looks like it'll have to be me because I'm the only one who can speak to them.
You can. I don't object.
Do we know if these Jawas work for this guy? Is what I was.
They work for themselves.
Has anyone asked?
And then they may also work for him.
Well,
it's family first, then others.
Is the dude still here?
Yeah.
Okay, can I ask, do the Jawas work for you?
Normally.
Okay, so I'm assuming you want them alive.
Mostly.
Care to elaborate?
Well, as long as there's enough of them alive, he doesn't really mind what happens to the rest.
Give a number.
Well, there's normally about 15 running my operations. I can do it with about 10 and be fine.
Awesome. I'm going to go out there and prepare my sniper rifle.
Okay.
Oh, great. Remember, this isn't the disintegration gun.
I know. No disintegrations.
Okay, so Khalid is going to stay behind to watch on for the... Keep watch on the Ranger. And while Khalid's getting down to keep watch on it...
I'm repelling.
Kadkia is monitoring with sniper.
Yep.
Okay.
Not going to fire, I'm just monitoring at the moment.
Yep.
Okay. So, yes, you start rappelling down. Okay, so what's the rest of you doing?
I guess I'm heading with the rest of the group up to the next thing.
So, he says that you're given the option of 3 days walk.
Right.
Or talking to the Jawas.
The same Jawas we're pointing snipers at?
Pretty much so, yes.
Okay.
And there are some Jawas up here. And your translator has just gone down the cliff face.
Has Khalid left yet?
Yes.
That's fine. I never said I was going to fire. Just implied.
No, I'm just considering all the ways that I can kill myself right now.
It's alright. I've got a plan. It's just going to take a while.
Can we get the Hernandez to ask the Jawas to give us a lift?
He says, sure, what are you offering?
Oh, fuck.
No, that won't work too well with the Jawas.
They can have a night with Piper.
They can have my body with all the electric shocks. And they can, like, just keep
PGD. I'm just saying PG. Okay?
Yeah. Right.
The only body they'll like will be David's body.
No, I was talking about my real world misfunctioning body. That is right now making it really hard for me to think.
Okay.
I don't know what sort of things to offer. Do you have any suggestions?
He looks at you and says, maybe some technology you don't need, like a droid, for instance.
We kind of need that.
Says you sure?
Yep. I can...
Do you really though?
Shit, I don't have much.
What does Piper have?
Piper was thinking... Now, I don't know what the mode the droid is right now,
yep.
But I'd like to see how a Java works with this droid. I'd really like to in some sort of crazy, wicked kind of Piper way. But I don't know how long those Jawas would last with the droids. I'm worried about that aspect. So, because a droid with Jawas, especially B1, I don't think it's a good idea.
Just imagine all the
Jawas are specialised in taking down droids.
Oh, not this droid. No.
Yeah, no, Jawas scared the shit out of B1.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called ion guns.
They have droid killing weapons.
Do they? Okay.
Yeah, that's
Varna,
their income from is kidnapping droids.
Varna, you've got like all the extra gear. Is there anything in your gear pack that we might be able to do without that we can give the Jawas to give us a lift? I don't. Most of my stuff is like ration packs and climbing gear and backpacks.
If they can get everybody to make a intelligence roll, they could probably remember what I was going to offer the Jawas. So I didn't state what I was going to offer the Jawas.
Wasn't it martinis or something?
Martinis?
No. It was when I asked them about the headhunters.
Oh, a headhunter that we retrieve later.
Oh, yeah. They could have one of their probably have a headhunter from up top, brand spanking new to take apart, and I don't know, probably.
So you're offering something. You're trying to offer them something you don't have.
I don't know that would be a good idea.
They will think it as a challenge to say, we can have this, no problem.
Luckily, you don't have Khalid with you because he knows that wouldn't work. You can't actually bribe a Jawa with something you don't have.
Yeah, no, I'd much rather give them something we do have right now because I don't think it'd go down. I don't know anything about Jawas, but I wouldn't take something I didn't have.
What? We don't have any of those things.
I have scanner goggles that I'm willing to give up. Just put it.
Can you give up your scanner goggles then, Piper? Because I don't have anything like that.
That's all.
Hang on, what do they do?
Let's do that.
Unless they want
they allow him to. I think it's leaf seal.
Can you just imagine Joe in a
They're
big
useless
dress?
up here anyway. We can get some new ones when we get back to the city. For spotting? I don't know. I'm not experienced in the Star Wars world.
No, it's also used in our world as well. You have a spotter for a sniper.
Okay, well, I don't know about that either because I'm not used to assassinating people via sniper.
That's fine.
Oh, right, so you're our Overwatch person.
Well, we've got to give up something.
Yep, I'm just waiting for Martin to let me know exactly what it does, and if it can help me with sniping, then I'll give up something I have.
Okay.
So scanner goggles. They allow you to see normally in the dark. That's all they do.
That's still useful.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'll give them my hand scanner.
I'll give them my electro binoculars.
No, we've already got a hand scanner on offer.
Okay.
Okay, so...
And before I hand it over, I'll hold on to it and say, this is for the Jawas getting us there and back.
And back.
Okay, I'll give you a negotiation roll.
Ouch.
So that is negotiation.
Okie doke. My negotiation is terrible. Sorry, guys, but here we go.
I don't suppose I can help.
Nope.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I can't help.
I have a presence of 2.
Can I help?
I don't know.
He's the one who walked forward to do it.
Yeah, but I'm negotiating it with him. I have been negotiating. Okay. I've been talking to people.
What have you got for... Do you have negotiation?
Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. No, but I got presents.
What's your presents?
3.
So yours is better than mine.
Okay, so instead of getting a strain for your actual success, you managed to, thanks to your assistance, you managed to successfully bargain for a access there and back.
You mean we actually succeeded at something?
Yes. Okay.
I'm gonna take that and run.
Yep.
At which point you see the Jawas open up part of the cliff face.
Okay.
Near their encampment, and you see they've got an elevator system there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
It actually goes all the way down to the ground. Which is how they got down to the thing without anyone actually noticing.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
And it's big enough to take a full shipping crate on.
Fair enough. They had to have a way to get supplies up and down.
Explains how they do it.
Is this also getting us up?
Yes, and they take whoever wants to come up with them up.
I guess
Considering the person who paid is going.
we are all going aside from Khalid.
Yeah, who's currently rappelling down the side, taking the long way.
I'm just waiting for Khalid now.
Oh, okay. So can we get Khalid to the bottom first, and then
Khalid makes it to the bottom.
And he probably sees us stood there leaning against the vehicle.
Well, he can't get in.
The names. Jawa's still there?
Yeah.
Okay.
They might actually be able to help him get into the vehicle.
I'm the only one who can get in? Really?
Because it's
Hand
a
lock.
to you.
Fire scan lock.
Very hard to steal it.
Yeah. Thought you were down there to talk to the Jawas anyway.
Maybe you can gather intel.
Okay.
I know it's Jawas we're talking about, but still.
Yes. You don't want to touch that. It's not yours. It's the owners are still here.
Okay, so the conversation you have then reminds you of Rocket from Guardians of the Galaxy. Think the end of the first movie. But I really want it.
It's not yours.
Still not yours.
It's still not yours.
I thought it would be the second one with the batteries.
No, as long as it's not going to settle down to Groot.
I'm Groot.
When Rocket's explaining not to touch the button.
Yes, they don't understand the concept, not yours.
You can spend time distracting them by explaining not yours to them.
No, my family, not your family.
So you probably go for about an hour having this conversation.
Yeah, I've dealt with Jawas before.
I know, that's why you know what to say. Normally they would have stopped talking within a few minutes of someone actually having a conversation like that with them. That's the respectful version of saying not yours. So,
This is going to take a while. I'll grab the stim pack and have something to eat and share it.
Basically, the negotiation thing that actually happened in the Mandalorian type.
And none of them seem to touch the vehicle while you're talking to them.
Yeah. Which is what's going to happen for the next 3 days.
No, we're going via elevator, so hopefully it will be quicker than that.
Okay, so the others get in the elevator and it starts going up. And it seems to go up for about 10 minutes before it opens up to the outside.
That's a long way to fall. What do we see upon doors opening?
Doors opening, you see a what appears to be a landing strip about 5 miles long, open to the sky.
Okay.
Cut into the mountains in a long valley.
Yep.
Basically, not the sort of thing any of you would want to fly to.
Okay.
Because it's visual only.
Yeah.
And the mountains at this level have cloud cover.
Yep. Right.
So they only turn the landing lights on for people they know.
So all risk, no gain.
Yeah.
Do we see any peoples?
Yes, as you come out there, you see that there is one starship on the field at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It is a Corellian freighter, older version, older than the Millennium Falcon style.
Okay.
Looks a little beat up.
But does it have the cockpit in between the two mandible
It does.
thingies?
It's an old version. And it is actually missing its engine bay at this time.
Oh.
You can see it spread over part of the runway, currently having people working on it.
Okay. What was the contact's name, Piper? Who Hernandez put us in contact with someone?
Didn't give us a name, did he?
No, he did not.
Okay.
No.
Did we get a name?
No.
No, we're allowed to come up though, so we weren't shut out when we got up there.
It's a no-name business, I guess. Okay, all right.
Do we know can we see how many people are actually working on the ship?
You can see about 20 people working on the ship, various races.
Okay.
So who else is up here? Just us four and no Khaled?
Khaled's down thingy.
Okay, still.
Droids with us, I hope.
So we've got B1337, Piper, Varna, Kyana, you and
So
me.
how come Khaled's down there?
Because he's keeping an eye on the Ranger, the vehicle, that the Jawas are eyeing off. The thing that's going to get us home.
But I thought we paid the guy to not touch the...
No, we paid them to go up, take her up to save us a 3-day walk.
Okay, yeah.
You can't pay Jawas not to steal stuff.
No,
Yeah, that's
that
true.
wouldn't work. So we just paid them instead to make our trip a bit quicker.
Yep.
If the Jawas are with us next to us at the moment, can I ask one of the Jawas, who's boss man up here? Does they understand that? Or?
They just look at you strangely.
Okay. Next thing, I look at the group and I say, well, I'm the Mighty Piper. I think probably I should go up and introduce myself. What do you reckon?
Awesome.
I reckon even the size of this elevator is not big enough for your ego.
That's a problem we only have to face upon going down.
Wow. I look at all you guys and going, wow. Okay, wow.
Maybe Stefan should make a piloting role or something like that, because the parts that he was advised of, would they be the ones needed for this Corellian freighter to make it work?
But
that would be a technology role, not a piloting role.
It was a hyperdrive part.
But the entire engine was busted. So why would they need a hyperdrive, which is part of an engine? It's not the entire engine.
Maybe they need to dismantle the entire engine to get to the hyperdrive.
What, replace the entire engine with a hyperdrive?
No, they
So
shouldn't.
Khaled's suggesting you make a general knowledge roll to see whether or not you can determine anything about what they're doing.
I mean, if Martin is okay with that, I'm happy to give it a go.
I think if it's
Do you have
role-playing,
any
Martin's
ranks in
okay with it.
technology? Do you have any ranks in education?
Yes, I do. I have 1 in education.
And
I have 3 in intelligence, if that helps me out.
And I have
I got
2 in
4
piloting.
Is B1337 still blind?
He is still blind, unfortunately.
Does he understand that they're thinking and talking about the engines?
He does. I will give him an assist dice.
Considering that he's got... Doesn't B1337 has mechanics, does he not?
He does.
Yeah. So maybe you could describe to B1337 what is and is not missing and broken.
Okay, so apparently, having a look at it, it's a mess.
Okay, I have no idea.
Would I have any knowledge of it with my piloting thing, or is that just operating an aircraft rather than
That's
knowing how
more
to
like
put it together?
driving a car, not actually disassembling it. And
Can
putting
I
it back
still
together again.
describe to B1337 what I'm seeing?
Sure.
So is that was a YT-1000?
Don't worry about model at this stage. It's just an old Corellian ship that most of you don't recognize.
I describe what I'm seeing to B1337. In pedantic and editing anal detail.
Yeah, he's happy to play along.
Okay. So our droid gets told lots and lots of detail. Apparently he's very good with detail.
Me? I'm a girl.
Because he... B, the droid.
Yeah, oh, right, sorry. I apologise.
Because he managed to get 6 successes.
You fixed the engine, B1337.
And he took no strain for it either.
So what's going to happen when we fix their engine for them?
What you can
us.
tell with what they're doing on the field there, it appears that someone had actually are basically field stripping their engine due to some sort of damage, radiation damage, fuel leak, something like that. That basically a field like this doesn't have a workshop to work on. So to actually fix something like this, they've got to do it the hard way, which is pretty much pull it off and fix it.
Fix it on the kitchen room table.
But in this case, they're fixing it on the open
tarmac.
field.
On the ice.
But to communicate that, he says, complete removal and disassembly required.
Okay, something's wrong here.
Maybe I should take B1 to introduce B1 to them.
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
Do.
Great, so we've got the blind leading the blind.
Hey, the mighty Piper and the mighty B1.
Literally blind.
Okay, literally blind.
So you lead him out into the tarmac. You were greeted by a Celestin, which is a mouse-like humanoid, who speaks at you in a strange language. Do you actually have Xenology?
I have zero knowledge of smart.
I have
Okay.
Synology.
Yes, but you're not the
Did
one who's
you
walked
accompany-
over. He just said he walked over with a droid.
Well,
Oh, okay.
it
Well,
doesn't
B1
mean that
probably is-
Cadkey
may have
couldn't run
been
over.
around a lot.
No.
Are you running over?
I didn't state that I was, so.
No, I
There's
go-
nothing to say that you can't now run over.
Yeah, but Martin's trying to make the roll already, so.
Okay, so I was going to roll to see if you actually understood before you gesture, because you do get a roll to actually see if you actually know. And apparently you have no idea what he's saying, so there's a good reason you get gestured over.
Oh, okay.
So the rest of you will be gestured over to Piper, who's talking to some alien he can't understand.
Yep, alright.
Even though I have no ranks in Xenology, yet I've got 4 intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Can anyone take a shot at it, or does it have to be someone who is trained?
It doesn't have to be anyone who's trained, it's just he was the person who was there at the time. And he had walked away from everyone else to do so. So yes, you've all joined up, and he's sort of looking at you expectantly. Because now suddenly you've got all of you crowded around one person.
Okay, well, I'm happy to.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for the Celestin to speak again.
I'll
Say something.
point to myself and go, Piper, and see if I get a response.
He does say something.
Okay, I'll let.
Okay.
Okay, so apparently you actually understand this.
Okay.
He says his name is Hernandez Harfleflet.
How many Hernandezes are there?
Half a flip, you said?
Yeah.
That's the name of the first Hernandez.
Oh, okay.
Perhaps this is the guy who doesn't need to be called Fernandez anymore.
Hernandez is the title.
So what was the race of this person?
A Celeste.
Celestin.
I was answering at that point, so if they ask the GM, you should let the GM answer.
Sorry.
Spell that?
SULLASTAN roughly.
Thank you. I had no idea where to start.
Okay. So, he does say he is helping to repair this ship to get transport off planet.
Piper, do we want to offer to fix it for them?
I'm thinking now.
I suspect that will help us either pretend to make friends with these guys and then capture the guy we need, or make friends with these guys and they'll help us get to the guy we need.
Yep, I offer my B1 droid as a helping hand.
He sort of looks at you and says something else.
Oh no. This is going to be good.
Okay, and apparently it doesn't translate too well, but it is very unflattering.
Oh. You don't need our help then. Okay.
But you do manage to pick up something relating to your droid as he's gesturing towards your droid.
I think everyone wants to buy your droid, apparently.
You don't see any droids working on the field.
Oh, okay, they don't trust droids, I guess? Would we
Yeah, I feel that I
Your
trust
droid
droids,
can't
okay.
see.
No, I mean us.
Your droid can't see.
Oh, okay, alright.
It's basically, would you let a blind man who normally works with sight work on a vehicle?
Do I know you got xenology?
I believe so.
I
But
asked
isn't
you
there
what the
rules-
problem is. If you can understand what the problem is between Piper and the...
Those roles you're making, I'm assuming they include xenology?
Not yours.
Oh, okay, right.
Because it was Varna was at that stage doing
Okay,
the
cool.
translating.
Alright.
Oh, okay, sorry, because I don't understand anything, so I nudge Kadkir and just ask what the hell's going on.
I can give a go at translating, but I only have one in xenology, and my intelligence is only 2.
It's not as easy to actually work together on languages.
Yeah.
Okay, so apparently you understand with one strain that no digital scanning equipment, including droid optics, seem to work in the region. So getting a droid to actually assist is the blind leading the blind.
Okay, I will translate to the team that it's probably better to do manually without droid assistance.
Which is why it's taking so long.
I go up to Varna and I say, what if we explain to them that the droid can tell us how to fix it without seeing? Varna? Hello?
Might be on mute.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. I'll relay that, and I'll also ask, why is the scanners down?
Because
why is there a scrambling field up here?
Because it's a smuggler's cove. That's why we couldn't just fly up here or drive up here.
You're up to pick up from his accent that basically if the smuggler's field wasn't active, you'd all be dead now.
Yeah, and because we were invited up here, as opposed to sneaking in.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll say the droid can give audio aid instead of actual physical aid due to its optics not being working. Hence the jamming field.
They say you're welcome to try, but they're looking more towards it's a lot of manual labor required, very little technical skill required. A lot of cleaning and
fiddly bits.
Yeah, fiddly bits. It's basically cleaning gunk out of places where it shouldn't have gone.
Okay, I'll relay that back to the others.
I don't know.
He is right. Technical qualifications not required. Large amount of manual labor required.
I will offer ourselves as a hand if they'd like to, if you like to accept our help to help them out. The droid can sit back and just sit back.
I was going to say sit back and watch, but there's nothing to watch.
I was going to say that too, but I realised it's blind, so he can't do much at all. So I offered our team that's up here. We can offer extra hand of manual labour if he likes. So I assume it's a he as well, by the way.
Hard to tell. You don't really know the species that well.
I'm going to guess a he, and if I get in trouble, I get in trouble. So.
Okay, he sort of shrugs and says it's not his ship.
Oh, well, why is he here?
He's probably the boss of the area.
He explains again that he's helping to repair the ship for transport off planet.
But then, wouldn't he then have a vested interest in it being done faster?
It's not his ship. He doesn't have say who can touch.
I see. I understand.
So he just looks at you strangely, saying as if you're asking to.
I didn't understand.
I know. I'm just trying to say.
Can we find out whose ship it is?
He points at one person who seems to be walking amongst the crowd of them. He seems to be very. He seems to have a very strange gait to his movement.
Okay, is it an alien, human?
Looks more alien. As you look at it, you recognize it's an Ithorian, which is basically someone who has a hammerhead sort of head and a mouth either side of their neck. Okay. So they basically speak in stereo.
Okay, that'd be kind of cool for a metal band. Mm-hmm. Can Varna or Kadkia come over with me so that we can talk to them? Someone who can speak other languages.
Yep, we can go talk to them.
Yep, so we go over there and...
Okay.
Piper, the great mighty Piper?
Yes, that's me.
Do you want to lead these conversations?
I can introduce myself and see if we get anywhere.
Yep.
And I give you a look of like, you really want me to go? Okay, I'll do it. Okay, so.
You're the one who's calling themselves the great and mighty Piper.
Yeah, I'm starting to find areas that I'm not really good at.
Well, if you like, I can conduct the conversation, or Varna can.
So you do a saunter over.
I'll saunter over.
I'm accompanying. I'm dragging Kadkia along with me.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully not reluctantly.
No, that's
this hammerhead guy is not named Bruce at all, just like Bruce the Shark or something like that. Or...
Are you going to call him Bruce?
No, I'm just going to ask the question as a character, or as a player kind of thing, so not a character. So anyway, I was sort of asked the question because I thought Bruce the Shark sounded good. But anyway, I go over and...
Brent.
Is it Brent the Shark?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Bruce. You're talking about the Finding Nemo one? Yeah, it's Bruce.
I'm pretty sure it was Bruce.
Yeah.
Some cartoon.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll go over and I'll try to introduce myself as Piper and offer our help to help with fix the ship.
Okay, the Ithorian looks at you suspiciously and says, and what do you want for this aid? You hear in a computerized voice coming from a translator.
As a fellow smuggler, I say, just like to show my respect to you guys as well as get just a bit of friendship going kind of thing. So
he laughs.
Mm-hmm.
He says, so a fellow smuggler who come from the Sector Ranger training camp.
Hey, that's my cover.
Everyone needs a cover.
That's my cover. It's worked pretty well so far.
So your cover is a smuggler?
No, my cover is I work at the Sector Ranger camp, but my real profession is a smuggler.
And also poster boy for the Empire. Or girl for the Empire, I should say.
Hey, that was taken. I had a bit too much to drink one day. I didn't know what happened to myself there. Okay? You've been through those days where you've had too much to drink, I say. You must have heard of me, Piper, I've been around the bars a fair bit, so.
No, he's not been down to the bars, he says.
Okay.
He's been cleaning gunk out of his ship from the last planet he went to.
Still offering help if you want it. That's what I'll offer.
Yes, but what do you want in return, he says.
Just some contacts. So we're looking to supply supply some fellow people with some weapons, and I would like to know if you'd be the right person to help us with.
He's not a weapon smuggler. He deals in plants and animals.
Okay. Would you know a good person I can talk to?
I know many good people to talk to. I know many bad people to talk to too.
Or maybe if I help you out with this, you might be able to put me on to the right person. How's that sound?
So you want the right person or a good person?
The right person.
I think what my colleague is trying to say is that you could put a good word into the right person, so she
all
can
my words are good,
get a
he
good
says.
in.
He responds with, all his words are good.
Okay, well, that sounds what we're looking for, yeah. So.
He looks at you confused. He doesn't seem to understand what you're meaning.
I would like a contact that I can buy some weapons from. I pretty much said that.
He prefers straight speech, he says. Your colloquialisms don't work well with him.
That's fair. Understood. Can we help now?
He says, sure. You can help fix Leaf on the Wind.
Is that the name of the ship?
It's a good ship name.
It is a good ship name. I agree.
Too soon. Too soon.
It's always too soon.
So they've run into some problems with some Ravagers.
Reavers.
Ravagers. Well, Reavers are copyrighted.
Well, Ravagers means he jumps universes.
Let's just go away from this topic, because otherwise they might turn up here.
Dance off, man.
Okay. Let's do a Rocky montage and actually see if we can help fix this ship.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
So, Martin, while they're fixing the ship, I'm going to ask the Jawas if they have seen any silver bars come in. Small silver bars.
Okay, so after having many discussions with them, talking Jawa's favorite things, you find out that they haven't had any dealings with Beskar on this planet, but they do know Boss Twi'lek Man does have dealing with Beskar.
Yeah. So, do they know what he does with it after he gets it?
Sells to the Empire.
Of course.
Okay.
Generally
the Empire wouldn't be particularly after a young Yoda-like character that they're prepared to pay our team enough Beskar for all of us to outfit ourselves in shiny armour, and then we can go back and kick their asses and still send Child back?
Well, they haven't got enough Beskar to do that yet.
We'll get there then.
We'll get there. And besides, you're about 20 to 30 years too early.
Oh, it's just trying to be funny.
So yes, that they do mention that the that they refer to the green Twi'lek as boss man.
Okay.
So basically, how long have they been working for him?
They look at each other and long time. Since stranded on planet.
Okay, that's the other thing. I'm going to try to work out how they got here from Tatooine.
Actually,
they're not from Tatooine. They say.
I'm not there.
Or are they the ones that built the spaceship out of a sandcrawler?
Jawas aren't native to Tatooine. Jawas can be found in many different planets.
Okay.
Jawas are referred to as Tatooine people because you've only ever seen them on Tatooine in the original movies. But in the extended universe, they are on other planets as well.
Okay, cool.
They are scavengers who make the most out of different opportunities. Which is why people learn their language. Otherwise, if you've never been to Tatooine, you'd never learn their language.
What would it take for me to start learning other languages?
It's generally basically...
Is that something I do in downtime?
It's with the xenology. When you actually get better at it, you get to know languages. Whereas Stefan, once he managed to pick up what they were saying, didn't have to roll again.
Oh, I see.
And because he's got training in it, he actually gets better at it. And he's able to then do translation for people.
Fair enough.
But he's got to pick up what they're saying first before he can actually start translating, which is why we're doing the rolls until he got it. Everyone else has to make a roll until they get a good understanding of it.
Sorry for...
All good.
I had a quick question.
Go ahead.
But my internet kind of cut out a bit, so I didn't have a chance to ask it. Before we went to go talk to the Thorian, talking to the Celestian who identified himself as Hernandez Halflip.
Yep.
Did we see him walk at all?
He does have a bit of a limp. Why?
That is exactly what I was asking.
Doesn't the Ithorian have a kind of limp?
He has a strange gait because he doesn't have normal humanoid structure.
Okay. How do you spell Hernandez? What is the other one? Halflip?
Because we know that Hernandez Halflip was identified as the pilot that was flying the ship that was shot down above Mont Pearl's land.
I see. So that's the one that probably has no way to get back out into space.
Yeah, so he probably has an interest in getting the ship to go out back into space.
Yep. And perhaps get another fire ship.
Okay, so you end up... so what did you want to ask him?
That was literally my only question.
Okay.
Good one to pick up, though.
Yeah.
So good.
But anyway, like as we're walking over, I kind of whisper to the side, probably to Kakia or somebody around me who isn't within hearing distance of others, that information.
Okay.
It is handy to know. So it takes you probably about 8 hours to finish cleaning the engines.
Okay. Yay!
And then they Ithorian says it's probably going to take them about a day or two to put it back together. But they don't really need much help with that.
Okay.
Cleaning it was just the long haul. The other bit is piece by piece.
Yeah. So out of character, Martin. Let me see if I remember this right. We got a bounty that sent us out into the East Mountains so that we can track down the leader of one of the smuggling rings there. We were put in contact with Twilight Hernandez so that we could start finding out who that leader was, even though we don't. Hernandez has now said that if we want more information, we need to go up to this other place. And so we've gone up to that other place. We've encountered these people with the thingy. And now we're trying to find out from them where next to go.
That's up to you.
Oh, well, I'm just trying to figure out what the pain brain...
Yes. That's where you're up to at the moment, yes.
Okay, alright, cool.
But I'm not outlining the plot.
No, I'm just trying to figure out where we're up to because we've talked to so many different Hernandezes and other people that my brain has lost track of where we're up to. Alright, is Mighty Piper still leading us?
So, you guys have spent about 8 hours helping clean up, and no one seems to know anything about a boss while you've been up here talking.
Okay. Okay, I'm wondering, so no one knows about this missing stuff that we're trying to look for.
And your tracking fob doesn't work up here.
Not here, so we can't use that. I'm just looking through my notes.
But didn't this person say they were being given permission to be shipped off-world by someone if they help fix this ship? So therefore, wouldn't we be asking, who is this someone giving you passage?
Well, the Ithorian is the captain.
Yes.
And the Celestin wants passage off ship.
The Celestin?
The Celestin wants to go off planet.
Okay.
The Celestian who was shot down wants passage off ship. The person who is actually flying the ship is the Ithorian.
Okay, yep. Alright.
So what were you... Do you remember something that...
No. I thought they were asking him... Yeah, I just confused myself. Don't worry about it.
It's all good. That's why I'm trying to smooth it out.
Yeah. So they can't give us any information?
That would be a... We'll have Piper do a charm to see if Piper can charm people.
Yep, we've got a 1 in charm.
Can I help?
You can help with your persuasion.
Charm is at presence, yeah.
Presence.
Presence, 3.
Mm-hmm. So you are helping.
Yep.
It's always good to help. Okay, so...
Looks okay. I can't see the top dice, but
it is, you succeed in getting some information from them. With no actual threat or advantage.
Nice.
Okay, that's good.
That is a rare roll when you actually don't see Piper fall over.
Yeah.
So yes, you managed to find out that the person who is running the show on this landing field is actually the Green Twilight in the level below. Who basically assumes other people's names all the time. He never uses his own name.
Mm-hmm. I was thinking that myself personally, but I just didn't want to. We had to check things out, confirm our sources. So
no one actually knows his real name.
And I'm thinking to myself, and I whisper to myself, I'm sure Barry knows. Anyway.
They usually refer to him as Boss Twilight because his name changes on a regular basis. They forget who he is on any given day.
Mm. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Though they're sure he's going to call himself Piper for the next few days.
Wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. And I say that to myself, little mumble to myself. Okay, so we got that information from what we got out of it. So okay, guys, we'll leave you be and let you finish what you need to do.
Head back down.
Yeah, I think before we head down, we might have just a bit of a team chat around here to say, okay, so what we're gathering from all this is that Boss Twilight is the man we need to sort out. He's the one we need to bring back. Sounds like it.
Yep.
So,
but that sounds like it's not going to be easy because we've got 3 monster thingy lizard things, and then we've got a bunch of Jawas to deal with. Does anyone know anything about the lizard guys?
They're green. I assume they're green, are they?
They are green, brown, and orange.
Are you talking about weaknesses or?
Sorry?
Like, you mean their weaknesses? Or?
Yeah, like, anything about their culture, anything that would be helpful in...
Can we do a xenology check on them? Or would this be something we wouldn't, or some of us would know?
Well, from your Mandalorian background, you know that they have a reputation of being premium hunters, very hard to take down, very strong. Something able to take on a Wookiee single-handedly.
So it sounds like we shouldn't take them on, but try to look how to bribe them, I guess, if they have that kind of weakness. Do they like gambling or something?
They live for the hunt and worship the score.
We could try and sell them on a rare hunt in exchange for...
Or is it a scorekeeper? I can't remember which.
I know my knowledge, but I don't know if it's my character. I'll be honest about it.
It's the difference of what's character knowledge and what's player knowledge. So
I know what they are as a Star Wars fan.
So as Mandalorians, they are a equivalent of a rival clan. So they're the sort of people who hire out as muscle mercenaries and bounty hunters.
With my background with animal wrangling and stuff, would I have enough knowledge to send them on a wild goose chase so that they could go leave the guy unprotected?
You could, but they're not up here.
Yeah, if I went down, I would discuss this with the group if it was worth pursuing.
You could try doing so, but they might insist you go with them.
Anything for family?
Oh yeah, but no, I don't want to lose you. So we need to find a way to distract them, but also bring a certain person with us. And Force is probably not the way we want to do it.
No, Force is not. That's why I'm like, if we could manage to win a deception roll, or a charm roll to send them on a goose chase, that would get them out of the way. So we've just got to deal with the Twi'lek and the Jawas.
Okay, I'm going to ask B1, how much synthetic anesthetic would knock these Trandoshans out?
That's a good question.
More than I have.
Well, I've got 2 lots of. Could we combine your medical resources with what I've got here?
I also have like a med thingy, majiggy. I bought a couple of those sorts of things.
But it's not doses of
unfamiliar with the biology of these creatures and what is required to incapacitate versus kill.
Well, we don't care if we kill them.
I can do that.
Yeah, meat sacks are of a different kind. They're meat sacks you don't know.
Just don't kill them.
No, they're meat bags.
Bags, packs, whatever. So we could go with the plan to drug, dose, inject the... What are they called? Trandoshans.
Or we could...
Or
we could knock out the Twi'lek.
So the...
Stealth?
Because Ross not here, so I can't... Ross knows this, but we don't yet. The Jawas that are here... And can I make this assumption, Martin? I know it's been pushing the limit here. Would I know that the Jawas are slaves towards the Twi'lek at the moment?
Not necessarily. They might just be having someone who looks after them.
Do we ever communicate and talk with... Oh no, I can't work communicators up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just had another thought. Would the Jawas help us take the Twi'lek back if we were to offer them our vehicle in return after we got back to where we were going? And then they would be free, and then they would have a vehicle, and then they could go and find more family?
Well, they could work with us.
That's what I mean.
They could run the show.
Yeah, they could run the show.
Yeah, they could run the show. But is that something that would appeal to Jawas?
Yeah, the person we need to really read now is Ross right now. I think that's what I'm getting at.
Okay, so I think we need to get back and go talk to Ross then.
Now that we're on the runway, can we see down to where the other area is? No, so
that's completely surrounded by mountains.
Okay, so there's like cloud everywhere.
And you can't it's basically in a valley. So there's no... the only way to actually see this directly is straight above it, and the cloud cover blocks that.
Yep, cool.
So that's why his complete sense of baffling means that no one can see this.
Cool. Well, having brainstormed a number of ideas and determined that we really need to talk to Ross to see if any of them are feasible, should we go down and talk to Ross?
Piper agrees with you on this one.
Okay. We head back down to talk to Ross.
Okay, so the Jawas happily take you in the elevator down to the bottom.
Whee! Is there anything I can do that they would receive as friendly? I don't know anything about them, but I try to make friends.
Well, not shooting them is always considered friendly.
Well, I
give them more tech.
I don't have any tech to give them, damn it. If I had tech to give them, I would.
You find yourself coming out not far from where the wheeled vehicle is.
Okay, cool. We go talk to Ross and put forth our various strategies.
As you come, the Jawas that are there start walking back to the mountain. Because, well, they don't like large numbers of big people.
I could squat down.
No, we'll talk to Rob. I think we need to set up a plan, and I'm thinking right now, for timing, because Martin wanted to do this a bit early tonight, maybe. We maybe have a talk to
Khalid.
And just say, hey, we are pretty certain the Twi'lek's the person we grab.
The boss man, green boss man.
Yeah, cool. We give them the full story from upstairs and how we met Mousy and Hammerhead. I'm going to just make the terms like that. And they've given us the rundown that the Twi'lek runs the show here, so I believe he's the one that's been around. And considering somebody's using my bad name as thing, I'd like to take him down. So my person who's impersonating me doesn't get any more business. So I'm really keen to take this guy down too. So.
The green boss man's been selling the best to the Empire.
So we want to take him down anyway.
Yeah, especially under my name too. So my name's all across this stuff.
Supposed to bring this guy in.
Yeah.
So
we're going to take him in.
We should talk to
Can I clarify? In and down are two different things?
In. Like taking down as in destroy his business by removing him from it,
That's
but not
fine,
killing
but
him.
we've just told an assassin to take someone down, which usually means...
I believe Khalid probably is already aware that this bounty is alive.
We hope.
Just in case it's not clear,
taking on Wookiees.
I make it clear to Khalid that he's not to kill the Twi'lek until we get our money.
I'm more worried about his bodyguards.
The bounty needs to be alive. So the Twi'lek needs to be alive. I have no idea what to do about the bodyguards. So
I think
since it doesn't say anything about the bodyguards,
I think either
we
or
still have to follow the law.
Yeah. No, the big thing, maybe we can get the Jawas to help us out overrule these bodyguards, and they could take over the business while we take rid of the boss. So they can run the show. What do you reckon? And I'll talk to Ross, because Ross has been talking to them recently, and I thought he might have some inside gloss or their thoughts about it, something like that.
Doesn't Piper, quote unquote, have hyperdrive parts that are supposed to be delivered to her that could or could not be used to bribe the Jawas to take care of the lizard guys?
Yeah,
we don't have those parts yet, and the Jawas won't take something that we don't have already.
Yes, but I can tell the Jawas that I was going to take these positions. You can have them instead if you help us overthrow your boss. What do you really? And I just said, well,
they would get everything the boss guy has, wouldn't they?
Yeah, but
would that be incentive for them?
That would be incentive for them. They can own the show.
Why can't we have the Jawas work with us?
That's what we're doing.
Down in the station. You know, where down at the base.
What station? What base?
Once they're taken back to the Sector Ranger headquarters.
Yeah.
I don't think that the Jawas would want that.
I don't think our captain would either.
No, I think our captain would be very upset with that. I feel.
But since they're pretty darn good scavengers.
What if, and this is just a random side note, but in continuing the thought of sending them on a hunt, if we could find out what kind of creatures are in this area that you might know, I could invite them to go on a hunt with me.
The Trendorians?
Yes.
Yeah, that would work, but I still think getting the Jawas on side is an important part.
But the getting 15 Jawas on side is going to require a lot of tech to give, and we need that tech right now.
Well,
no, but we could use the incentive that they can have all the tech that the Twi'lek has in return for their help in getting us the Twi'lek out of their way. And that will be better for their family.
Yeah, true. We could do both.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We should do both.
Well, let's do both then.
The thing is, I already did some background search for any big game out here, and there isn't any.
No, there's not.
due to the fact that we're so close to another planet that loves to do hunting.
Can we lie about that though?
Okay.
The only big game I know about is
You would have to succeed at a deception roll against them.
Yeah, I know that. It's a gamble.
How about the Imperial Admiral?
What do you mean? How about the Imperial Admiral?
Well, they want something to hunt. Get to hunt some Imperials or something. I don't know.
I don't know that that's realistic.
Oh, right.
And technically, you're working for the Imperials at the moment, so...
Can we just go with the idea of poisoning the damn things after we get the Jawas on side?
Or why not just tell them to go to the planet or something, to hunt?
Because that would be hard to convince them to do, whereas if we just kill the buggers, we won't have them chasing us down later. I think stealth would be... Look, just not talking ethics, just talking pure sort of chances. I think we've got a better chance of stealthing up to them and poisoning them than we do of convincing them to chase game that doesn't exist or convincing them to leave the Twi'lek unless we can provide them with some sort of game incentive, which we can't.
Yeah, I think to get them somehow we can.
We don't have to kill them. We could just sedate them, but you know.
Yeah, knock them out so we can get
Hang
away.
on,
I'd prefer to sedate them. I'd prefer not to kill.
These
but
guys are hunters because they value their pride as hunters. Therefore, they value their skill set. So why don't I just challenge them to a shooting challenge where we set up obstacles in the distance and we all have to shoot at that, while you guys are downstairs, busy trying to do whatever you need
that
to
could
do.
work.
That's not a bad idea.
That's a pretty good idea.
Okay.
And I'll put 50 credits on the table to see if they can beat me.
I can give you some money.
Or whoever the winner is gets 50 credits. That means between them is a competition and me.
I'll put some money towards that if need be too. If you need to raise it up.
Yeah, if 50's not good enough, I'll put some money towards getting it up a bit higher.
And then we would knock out the Twi'lek, get him down the hill while the other guys are distracted, and then...
Well, the
head on out
Trandoshans
there
are distracted.
Yeah, well, as long as we set up the range the opposite direction.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
I
It would
think
have
we
to
need...
be very strategic.
I think we need the Jawas on side because the Jawans could go and get the Jawas could go and get the Trandoshans.
Yeah, and also all the Jawas could either help us back upstairs when we do the kidnap.
Yeah, yeah.
But I got a feeling that this is going to be longer than a half an hour episode. I have a feeling, but if Martin knows what I mean, but I think we've got some ideas for next session. I think Martin. So I'll put that down and I'll write that down for next session.
Yeah.
Everyone's okay with that.
So you'll be able to come up with some plans.
That the Jawas actually wanted to leave this planet, or what?
You get the idea from your discussion with the Jawas that they are quite happy with how the Twi'lek treats them because he rarely harms them, and he has protected them from other people harming them. Normally, when people threaten the Jawas, the Trandoshans take them out.
They'd still have the Trandoshans, though, wouldn't they?
But the Trandoshans might not be hurting the Jawas because they're just being paid not to.
Oh.
Well, the other thing is the Trandoshans will think that the Jawas are insignificant, so couldn't care less about the Jawas.
Yeah.
They'll probably take
how many Jawas, Martin? Was it 20 or so?
15.
15.
Yeah. Okay.
Small clan.
Yeah, okay. So we either do the distraction kidnap.
We've got the Trandoshan part of the plan figured. We just now have to figure getting past the Jawas and getting the Twi'lek. So, you know, the next 2/3 of the plan?
Well, since he needs to be taken alive, we could just sedate him with some anesthetic, bind him, get him down.
Could we convince them that the Twi'lek's sick and we're taking the Twi'lek to get better?
I think so.
We could Just
Well, it depends on what Jawas understand.
They understand
Or I
quite
could
a
probably
lot.
detonate 4 stun grenades on top of it.
That might attract the lizard man back to us.
Trandoshans.
Yeah, Trandoshans back to us. I'm
For an
not sure.
assassin, you're very loud.
So, look, I think I reckon if everyone thinks about it over the next 2 weeks,
Yeah.
and I think when we come back next 2 weeks, and
Hopefully we'll have brainstormed something.
yeah, I've written a few things down for next week, so I've got to remember of it. But so we've got to get something like get past 3 traditions, 15 Jawas to pick it, kidnap a Twi'lek. That's pretty much what we need to do.
Yeah. Yep.
And Piper doesn't have to use the blue formal dress to do it either. So.
And I might point out that the Twi'lek does consider Piper a long-term friend.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, maybe I. Oh, okay. We might have to use the blue dress then.
Because it has been pointed out multiple times in the session that it has a long history with someone called Piper who has the same access code.
Okay, so the other thing is, we've still got that knockout drugs, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah, so I could
You don't necessarily have to knock someone out to convince them to come with you. Is what I'm pointing out here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm blatantly stating
No,
you've got someone who...
So I'm wondering whether or not we could say, get them to come with us to get those plans.
No, the problem is we already stated we didn't have it.
No,
Yeah,
but we could say that
get
with the Twi'lek's help, we could get them.
No, I could say we could go away, come back and say, hey, look, I've got the plans, but I need your help, your personal help in this one. Do you mind just doing one last thing with me, or something like that? So, also, just use my charm to bring him along with us, and saying, this is a bit of a thing, but I just need your expertise. Like you've helped me in the past, or something like that. We could do something like that. Do a bit of a pretend to do a kind of a caper or something like that, and in the end, we take him with us, kind of thing. So,
Well, yeah, because it sounds like. Sorry, what was that?
I was just agreeing that I think that might be a good play.
How far do we need to get out to be able to get radio and all the other electrical devices no longer getting interference?
It's about an hour or two from the mountain range.
No, well, so basically an hour or two drive out, is it?
Yep. Once you get up to speed.
Yeah, so basically we can disappear for a couple of hours and then come back.
Or someone can disappear for a couple of hours and come back while Piper is entertaining, distracting.
hey, that's what I do well. So.
I say we just... I think that's a good plan, but we might need to finesse it.
Well, you have a fortnight to think about it, because it might be a good point for us to finish up there, considering quite a few of us are not in the best condition at the moment.
No, I think we did pretty well tonight. I didn't have to flirt with anyone too much, so I was happy. So.
Yes, and you found another relative that is still alive.
Yeah, it would not be long for long if I get my hands on him, but yeah.
According to the movies and RPG type stuff, explosions don't kill half as many people as they're supposed to.
Yes.
Unless they're accidental fireballs.
And then also falls off screen, they're still alive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or if you don't see the landing, I should say.
Oh, what was it? Have you seen? Oh God, what was it? One for All. It's like where everyone rolls critical ones, and there's this tiefling, and she always likes to throw fireballs.
No, I haven't seen that.
Okay. Alright, so, I might make some notes and we'll try and finesse the plan.
I will end the session at that point. If you want to chat after we end the session, that's fine, but I'll put it up to end things, so you might want to mute your microphones. But I will say bye for now, and if you want to stay around after the credits, that is fine.
I feel